Testing.
You ready? Go ahead. I need it.
Oh, we live on it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and start.
Flip man, it's the flip man. You want some money in your hand? Flipping houses without credit or your cash. Get that bag.
We made it. Order when you're ready. Flip Man's Daily Live. Wholesaling real estate without using your cash or credit, aka Fliptainment, morning, afternoon Q&A. If you want to get pushed to the front of the line, get your questions answered on the live stream, flipanar.com. If you want to get your properties comp, you want to know what the ARV is, we're doing that for free right now, comps101.com. If you want a copy of the contract I've been using since 2003, just do a YouTube search for Flipman 2021 contract. In that video, I explain how to fill it out for sellers and cash buyers. You need a cash buyer, and you want to partner with me, but you need a cash buyer on the property that you have under contract. You're dealing directly with the owner. It's a great deal, and it's off market. My definition is if you Google the address, it's not for sale. So that doesn't mean it with a realtor or for sale by the owner. If it's on for sale online, we're not going to probably be interested. So boom. What else did I miss? You want to you need to manage your leads. Now have a CRM, go to just YouTube, search Flipman CRM. You can test drive it for 14 days for free. So, yeah, if you want to, even on any of my videos, if you have questions beyond the live stuff, you can always post them in the comment section of any of my YouTube videos. And I pretty much answer those on a daily basis. Let's go.
All right, the first question is on Instagram, fastest way to find deals.
Well, the title of this video is, what did I have up there? Find homeowners,
Yeah.
What did I say?
Find owners of vacant houses.
Okay, so we'll talk about that at some point during this. Let me make sure I put a title up there, and sometimes I don't even know to talk about it. But anyway, so the fastest way to find deals, well, probably the fastest way to find deals is through other wholesalers. But that means you need to have buyers ready to go. That's going to be the fastest way to find. Then it doesn't cost you anything, right? It's through other wholesalers. That's going to be probably the fastest way. Another fast way is targeting. I don't know how fast that'll be. So that's going to be probably the fastest way.
All right, this question came from Ruth Ben on YouTube. She said, why doesn't the contract need to be notarized?
It doesn't, because that's not the end resolution. The contract is only to start the process. All the notarizing will be done once the actual sale is taking place. Once someone is actually, the seller and the buyer sitting there actually about to sell the actual property. The contract is just to get it in motion. So that's why it's not needed. There's no need to notarize it.
All right. Autumn Muhammad from YouTube said Craigslist keeps removing my posts. You probably want to check the guidelines and see why.
You probably want to do a search on YouTube to see what the do's and don'ts on Craigslist. Look for the most current video, the most recent video, and they're going to have, tips there on things you may be doing wrong. So I don't,
all right.
Answer that, my man.
Make
sure you thumbs up this, as they say. Is that what they be saying?
Like it.
Yeah. Thumbs up. Smash that thumbs button. Oh, there are a lot of people saying, so I'm gonna start saying it.
This one came from Louise with a Z on YouTube. He said, hello, Flipman. I have a motivated seller. He told me 3 months he will sell. Do I wait exactly 3 months, or do I follow up with him every 3 to 4 weeks or every month?
No, I would probably wait maybe 2 or 3 weeks before the 3 month time frame is up. That's it. I want to pester him about it.
All right.
Hammer that like button. Hammer that thumb. Trying to come up with a better than smash the thumb. Hammer it.
All right, this is on Instagram. Do you only go for vacant houses?
No. I don't care if they're vacant or occupied. I prefer it to be vacant, but it's not a deal breaker. I don't care if it's vacant or not.
All right, someone asked, what do you mean go through wholesale sellers, like deals or
Yeah,
the deals?
wholesalers that are that have properties under contract, you can wholesale their properties. You know, some of them are, um, what's the word? Yes. Yes.
Okay.
He didn't have his morning.
I'm sorry. Yeah, he had his morning meditation, so he's so off
Tortured around here. I'm
today.
being tortured around here from all angles.
So off
You
today.
just don't know. Lord have mercy.
Okay. This one's kind of a statement. Is it true? Robin Harper said, "Never use the term contract with the sellers." Is that true?
I use it all the time. You can say agreement or whatever, Robin, but I use the word contract. I'll email you over the contract. But you know, some people get afraid or a little apprehensive. But normally, you're dealing with motivated sellers, man. They ready to get it done, and they normally gonna do it the way. But you know, I use contract all the time. Let me just say that.
Okay. This one came from Kennell Williams from YouTube. He said, "When will you do a double closing and what's your price?"
When will I do a double close?
I guess when you
What'd that
do
say?
a double closing, what's your
What'd that say?
price?
Oh, okay. Okay.
I think it said G something.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. If somebody's name came up.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. When should I do a double closing? What's my price?
Mhm.
I
Maybe
never,
like when you do a double closing, what's your price?
I don't understand the question.
That
I
might
don't never
be-
do double closing,
yeah.
number one, but I don't understand the question. Please rephrase that for us.
All right. Where can they submit deals?
Dealulator.com. I didn't say that, did I? Dealulator.com. DEALULATOR.
All
It's a
right.
play on the word calculator, remove the CALC, replace with DEAL.
All right. Ali Tobin from YouTube said, "Finally got an appointment off text messages after a couple of weeks of consistency. Looking to lock this thing up and close on it. Wish me luck." Good luck.
Good luck, my man. Good luck.
All right, this is on Instagram. Do you tell the buyer that you are an investor? Also, do you tell the seller when they actually find out that someone else is buying the house? What do you tell them?
Well, on the in the famous words of Fred G. Sanford, let me answer your second question first. You want to tell the investor you're an investor because you want to build a relationship with someone that's going to buy from you over and over again. With the seller, you don't tell them that someone else is buying it or whatever. When you all show up at closing, if that's the situation, hey, this is my capital partner on this deal. The opposite word there is capital partner. So it's no big deal. Trust me, on closing day, everybody's happy. The seller's getting their money, the buyer's getting the property to make money, the title company or closing attorney going to get paid their fees, and I know you should be happy.
All right, this is on TikTok. Someone said, "Hey, Flip, who's the non-closing cities in the USA? Where can I find title company wholesaler friendly?"
Who's the what?
Who's the non-closing city in the USA? I'm not guessing they are out the country. And where can I find
Non-closing city? I don't know what they mean by that
That's
first
it.
part, but go ahead. But
Yeah.
on the title, wholesaler-friendly title companies or attorneys, the simple thing you can do is just go to a Facebook group in that area or that market, a wholesaling Facebook group, and ask the question, what title companies or what closing attorneys are wholesaler-friendly in XYZ city? You can ask that same question in my group, Wholesaling Real Estate with the Flip Man.
All right, this is on Instagram. I've been driving for dollars. What kind of leads is best vacant? On pre-foreclosure, multiple properties, absentee. I'm guessing they saying
You said been driving for dollars. And what was the question?
They said, "I've been driving for dollars. What kind of leads is best vacant, pre-foreclosure, multi-properties, absentee.
What that say?
Big Al.
Who?
Big Al.
Oh, okay. It really, well, obviously when you're driving for dollars, you can only really just tell that. So you can't tell if something is a foreclosure or not unless it's a sign in the yard that says foreclosure. But that's you hadn't found anything. But the vacant ones, you normally can tell that they are vacant. Well, let me say the ones that are obviously vacant or whatever. So for driving for dollars, that's the really only option as far as out of those three that you gave me. You definitely want to pay attention to these generic for rent signs. This is orange and black and white. You'll see the red and white. You'll see the black and white. Normally those are the owners when they put out those inexpensive signs like that. You want to definitely reach out to them because you may run into a tired landlord or whatever. So.
All right, this is on Instagram. Do you ever do tax lien?
Not in the sense of the way people pursue them. Tax lien properties could be a motivated seller that's going to sell a piece of real estate cheap or whatever, and the taxes just handled at the closing. But in the other format when people use them, no, not my thing.
All right. This is from Missing Links for You on YouTube. They said, I have a vacant foreclosed house on my block. It's a REO with Bank of America. How do I go about buying the house before it hits the market?
You can reach out to them, but normally lenders of that side, what that say? Okay. Normally sites, properties that large, from lenders that large, you just can't call them and say, I want to buy this property. They'll talk to you if you want to buy 100 of them or whatever. They call a tape or something, but you have to wait till it's listed. There's really no way around that in most cases. But, hey, you never know. You might catch someone want to be generous that day, but normally that's the process. You have to wait till they listed with a real estate agent.
All right. Jamie from YouTube said he wants to do his first deal. I need the contract to use. Would you share some with me?
YouTube's Mr. Jamie. That's his name, Jamie?
Mm-hmm.
You can YouTube search Flipman 2021 contract. In that video, I explained to you how to fill it out with sellers, how to fill it out with cash buyers, how to get it signed quickly online, and how to access it for free as much as you want.
All right, this one's from Benji B on YouTube. He said, how do you deal with showing several apartment units to buyers?
Several apartment units to buyers? You just have to make it happen. It can be difficult sometimes because sometimes the owner don't want you to disturb their tenants. So you just got to make it work. It can be difficult.
All right, this is on TikTok. If we get a decent home under contract, what ARV do we use since the property isn't distressed?
Well, you need to be before you put in a contract, you need to know all of that. You don't even put in a contract unless you know all of that first. You have to know if it's a great deal or not. Maybe I don't understand the question.
All right. This one's from Kennell Williams again. He said, I know when some wholesalers say if you are making over 10K on the deal, they do a double closing so the seller won't see. Is that true?
BS.
It is. Oh, it's BS.
That's
Okay.
BS, man. That's YouTube seminar talk. The seller is getting what you all agreed upon. Mm-hmm. Trust me. Now, you can always have unreasonable people, but 9 out of 10 are going to be reasonable. They're getting what you have agreed upon. They know you're not doing this for free. And in most cases, man, they don't even know what you got. And they sitting there looking at everything because they only looking at their side of the HUD or whatever in most cases. But it is no big deal. You're overthinking it. That's a good problem. Trust me. Don't worry about that part of it. Find your deal, get a cash buyer for you can get your money.
All right, this is on TikTok. What are some private lenders I can reach out to purchase a foreclosure or pre-foreclosure?
Google is your friend. Gonna be tons of hard money lenders out there. You know, Google is your friend, but you gonna have to have 10, 20, sometimes even 30% down or whatever. So if that's not an issue for you. You know, hard money lenders are plentiful.
All right.
Put up, you see the ones at the bottom and some newer ones.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of them, you know, put those up. Yeah, that one.
Tickers.
But that one there, I didn't get those ain't done. Okay, don't worry about them. I thought they were. I thought I had made them. No, I don't use that either. Okay, all right, don't use them. I thought I had them fixed or whatever. So, but anyway, I guess I did.
Okay.
Is it?
I think that's just how this one.
But I
Y'all
guess
don't be wiping the phone off.
Yeah, when we wipe it off,
That's
it does help a little bit.
But see, when I do this, it's gonna clear up. I think it's like it looks better, but after so long, it's like.
They ain't complaining, so that's right.
All right.
It might just be
Sorry, that was a little brief intermission. This one's from Dunn on Facebook. He said, "Can I send you vacant house lists around
No.
WPB?
No,
Something?
no.
Sorry.
Need to be on the contract. Need to be dealing directly with the owner. Needs to be a great deal. Needs to be off market. No, we're not set up. We barely can handle the ones when they're under contract. We're not set up just people that send out lists of vacant houses. Yeah, no.
All right. Jay Jackson from YouTube said, "What amount would you start as an assignment fee?"
Well, what amount would I start with?
Uh-huh.
It just depends on the deal. It just depends on the deal. It's no way for me to even come close to give you an amount or whatever. It just depends on the deal. Too many other factors go into that. But the calculator on dealator.com will help you with that.
All right, this is on TikTok. Where do you get most of your leads from?
Text messaging, other wholesalers, and Bandit signs. Oh, Google AdWords and Facebook ads.
Okay, has a seller ever turned down your assignment fee because you make too much money?
Never.
All right. This is actually a comment from TikTok, but since I don't have any questions right now, I'm gonna kill two birds with one stone.
Okay.
We did a video on double listings or expired listings, and someone said, "How do you know that they're expired, and will it say it on the listing itself, or is it in the search bar when you pull it up?"
Search bar of what? But I use Dealator aka PropStream, and you can build a list on failed listings. Same thing as expired listings. And so whenever you're doing the filters, you do off market, so that means it's still not listed or whatever. So it just automatically build that list for you.
Okay.
All right, this is on TikTok. Do you cold call? And if you do, what do you say?
Well, I've done a little myself, but I normally have to get someone to help with me because I'm not good at it or whatever. But if you YouTube search Flipman seller script, that video will go break that down for you.
Okay, are you buying in Fort Lauderdale, Florida area?
Yeah, we got some buyers definitely down there in Fort Lauderdale. Most definitely.
All right. This is from Maureen on YouTube. She said, "How would you respond to a motivated seller when they are calling from your Bandit signs?"
That's great. When they call you a Bandit sign, in most cases, they already want to sell. Those are the easiest calls you can get when people call a Bandit sign. Because they see the sign say, "We buy houses," or whatever. So they're calling to sell a house. So whenever they call, they're going to probably say, "Hey, I saw your sign. Could you tell me how that works?" I'm like, "Yeah, we buy houses as is. We pay cash. We close in normally 2 to 4 weeks. We pay all closing costs minus any unpaid taxes, mortgages, or liens. Could I have the address of the house you're interested in selling?" Oh, hey, well, I'll say, "My name is Ty Taylor. Can I have the address of the property you're interested in selling?"
All right, this one's from Laura Hudson on YouTube. She said, "Hey Flip, I sent the contract to a client. Me as the buyer, I told him I'm an investor, not a buyer. Did I handle that correctly?"
Okay, she did what now?
Basically, she sent a contract to a client, and she told him that she was an investor and not a buyer. And did she handle that correctly?
Yeah, an investor is a buyer.
Yeah. But I guess they just want to make sure, like, the lingo that
But
they
yeah,
use
you're an
is
investor.
correct.
You're a buyer. That's what yeah, same thing.
Okay.
You handled it perfectly.
Did good.
Okay, what about PropStream? Do you get a lot of deals from there?
Yeah, that's the tool we use probably more than anything.
And
Behind
that's from
Vaseline.
Reggie.
Huh?
And that's from Reggie.
What up, Reggie? Yeah, we use that more than anything. You can go to YouTube and
Oh, I'm not reading that. Talk about holler at your boy Reggie.
oh, okay. Yeah, you can
They wanted me to say everything.
you can YouTube search Flipman real estate tool, and I'll show you top 10 ways to use it. It's a video, a few months old or whatever, but still very relevant. So also you can YouTube search, like you see Skip the Flip here. YouTube search text to flip. A YouTube search text to flip, right?
All right, this is on Instagram. What's the best opening line for a cold call?
Hi, my name is Ty. I'm calling to speak to the owner about buying their property at 123 Main Street. Do I have the right person?
All right, do you text blast, and if so, what do you use?
You see on my shirt, Skip the Flip, YouTube search, text to flip.
All right, this is on TikTok. Can you get tax deductions from wholesaling?
No. You can get, well, let me back up. You're running a business, so you spending money if it ain't nothing but on gas. Those are write-offs or whatever. So I don't know if you're talking about tax deductions for is actually wholesaling, but no.
All right, this is on TikTok. What states is wholesaling illegal?
Currently, Illinois is no state is illegal. It's just in the state of Illinois and Kansas, they require you to have real estate license or a broker's license. The city of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, requires you to have a wholesaler's license, but it doesn't require a test. It's more like getting a business license specifically for wholesaling. Just costs you a few $100s, from my understanding. So the world is yours.
All right, this is on TikTok. Do Bandit signs get you most of your deals?
No, not most of them. But we've been on a push to put out a lot of them. Matter of fact, we didn't put out quite a few over here in the last 2 or 3 weeks. Got to order some more. That's something I need to put on my schedule to order some more. But yeah, we get a good bit though from them. So.
All right, this is on TikTok as well. How old were you when you first started wholesaling?
32. 50 now.
All right, can you get deals from Zillow? And do you talk to agents?
You can. That's one of the more difficult ways to do it for most people, dealing with real estate agents, because you're not finding a secret. It's not like your buyers don't have access to that same information, those same properties. So you can do it. You got the right buyer, know what you're doing. It's just harder. It's just a harder way of doing it, especially for most people. And I strongly suggest against it.
All right, this one's from Brandon Collins. He said, "Do you wholesale pre-foreclosed properties?"
I don't pursue those, but if one came my way, and if there was enough equity there without having to do a short sale, then yeah. But if I had to go through a short sale process, I'm not going to be interested.
There have been a lot of comments on our videos that people say like they want to get into wholesaling mobile homes. What kind of advice could you get them?
Well, mobile homes is a different animal. You got factors that one of the hardest things is to come up with a value on a mobile home. They're depreciating assets when it's just a mobile home itself. They're like more automobiles. Every day you own a car, it becomes a little less what it was worth the day before. Same thing with mobile homes. or whatever. So, and then now you get into when you buy the mobile home, is it sitting in a mobile home park, or is it sitting on land that has to be moved? If that's the case, then that's a whole different transaction. It's hard to wholesale those because the transaction can happen without a closing or whatever. So those are hurdles you have to jump around or whatever, because you can easily get cut out of a deal and a contract won't mean anything. Now, if land is included, then it's really the land that you're buying a mobile home, just really own it or whatever. So now actual closing will occur or whatever. So that's a little different. So it just depends.
All right. Greg Black from YouTube said, what advice would you give newbies to stay motivated until their first deal?
Man, everybody's motivation is going to be different. The simple thing, and for me, will work is that if I'm doing enough to generate daily leads, that just keeps you motivated, because you're just one call away or one contact away from doing a deal. So if you're generating a lot of daily leads, that should keep you motivated. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just a matter of time at that point. But if you're out here searching around on the internet and all that stuff, that'll wear thin quickly for most people. But if you're getting people to call you or whatever, or responding to your messages or mailers or text messages or whatever, that's a different ball game or whatever. So.
All right, this is on TikTok. Do you use any type of phone dialers?
Well, I've used Mojo Dial in the past. Batch Leads, Batch Dialer, I think it's called. They have an option now. I hadn't tested it out yet, but probably will in the future.
All right, what are some steps in buying commercial property?
Depending on what type of commercial property it is. Commercial is different from residential because you have different types of commercial. You have multifamily, which is 5 units or more. Retail space, office space, strip centers, medical office, assisted living, I think is considered commercial, industrial, I guess warehousing, hotel, motels. It's different, just totally different. Whereas houses are just houses.
All right, you already answered this, but someone else asked, what's the best way to find wholesale friendly title companies if the buyer doesn't have one?
The simple thing you could do is just ask that same question in a local face group to that particular market, or you can go into my Facebook group, which is titled Wholesaling Real Estate with the Flip Man on Facebook.
All right. Brandon Bernard, I see you in the chat, but I can't add you until you turn your camera on. So this one says,
Make sure you hammer that like button. If we got 2 people watching, we should have 2 likes, 2 shares, or whatever. Please do that for your boy.
okay, he just turned it on. I'm gonna add him now. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Hello. Am I on?
Yes.
Yeah, you're on. You're on, sir.
Oh
Hey.
man, curious. So, if I do
Yeah, go ahead.
use deal later, you're willing to split any good deal in the USA?
Yeah, hold on 1 second for me, Chief. Definitely ain't had no problem. Yeah, if you have it under contract, you're dealing directly with the owner, it's a great deal, and it's off market. And my definition of off market is if I Google the address, it shouldn't be for sale anywhere on the internet.
Understood. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Where are you streaming from?
I live in Carlsbad, New Mexico.
Carlsbad, New Mexico?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right, that's what's up, man. Yeah, so let us know.
Yes, sir. We'll do. Yeah, I'm trying to hit the ground running and trying to put some things together, and I'm definitely gonna need some help and more than willing, if you know what I mean. If I split it and you give me a couple pieces to the puzzles, I don't know how that work.
Well, continue to educate yourself on before you even pursue anything. Take advantage of all the YouTube videos I have there. Everything you need to know is right there, man. Become an expert over the next 1 to 2 months, and you'll know what to do.
Thank you.
All right, no problem at all. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
What is that? I'm gonna expect somebody to come. Who? Bale?
last name, I think Marlon.
Oh. Next question.
All right, this is on Instagram. Can you wholesale a motel?
Most definitely.
All right, someone asking for you to do the opening line for cold call
Again?
again.
Oh, hi, my name is Ty. I'm calling to speak to the owner about buying their property at 123 Main Street. Do I have the right person?
All right, how can you find cash buyers? This is on TikTok.
Favorite question. How to find cash buyers, assuming you have it under contract. Facebook group, Facebook Marketplace, LinkedIn groups, Craigslist, Realtors, RIA groups, Bandit signs, Google, sell my house fast, and the name of the city. The first 2 or 3 pages of the results will be actual real players in your market. Other wholesalers not up there. You can visit auctions, pass out your business cards. Cloud.
All right, this is on Instagram. Do you think iBuyers such as Zillow and Redfin make it difficult for wholesalers in the future?
I can't predict the future, but no one company, no one entity can buy up all the real estate. I'm talking about not even come close. It's just not possible.
All right, this is on Instagram as well.
It's just like, I'll give you a better example.
Okay.
All of you all live in a city. Can you think of a place you can go get a hamburger that's not McDonald's, Burger King, or we'll say Wendy's? Can you think of other places you can go get hamburgers?
Whataburger.
Well, I'm trying to eliminate the Hamburger Heaven. All right, name somewhere else. No, nothing like that. Not a national chain.
Baja Burger.
Baja Burger. They may be regional, but you get what I'm saying. I'm talking like some joints.
Mom Pop.
Yeah, some joints. Purple Onion.
Wing
I
Galley.
forgot about Purple Onion.
Wing Zone.
Wing. You get hamburgers there?
Yeah.
But my point is, with you know how dominant McDonald's, Burger King, and all these places are. You still can go buy hamburgers to a local mom and pop, and they making a killing. They making a serious living.
Yeah.
Same thing with real estate. It's even on a whole nother scale with real estate. It's not possible.
All right, this is on Instagram. What's your business structure look like? Thank you, Fliptainment.
As far as, well, we have a office here, part studio, part office,
Part Den.
part den, part cinema room, part theater. And you can guess who's partaking in most of that. Part theater. And so I have Jessica here. She handles the social media. I have Ken here. She handles the real estate / social media, I guess, because she participates in this. Then we have a VA that does the text messaging. I have another guy in Memphis that helps me with the social media on some stuff. Torian, a lot of y'all probably know him if you're in the Facebook group. I have some more people, but recently we have my man LaBrie and Clarence. They help with the Bandit
Put the
signs
signs up.
or whatever. So, and me in the theater room.
Right. Watching the TV on 1,000.
I'm currently watching The Boys on Amazon Prime.
Lord.
But that's for another reason though. Whatever. So.
All right. This one is from L Wall. I probably said that wrong. From YouTube, he said, "Can you still do deals if you're a licensed realtor?" Absolutely.
Most definitely. See, realtors, and I know where the confusion probably comes in at because wholesaling sounds a lot like what a realtor is.
Right.
Right. And they'll say, well, my broker won't let me do it. So you saying your broker won't let you buy a house for yourself? It's the same thing. You saying the broker won't let you invest in properties, rental properties? It's the same thing. When you're doing wholesaling, you're investing. So, that's yes, of course.
All right. Anya Bledsoe said, "How long did it take you to get your first deal?" Y'all love to ask him this question.
I'm a bad example, in my opinion, because it happened really fast. I closed my first deal Well, and my clock started. Now it took me about a month to educate myself. So that was in January of 2003. So my clock started for me, in my opinion, when I put out my first Bandit signs. So I put them out the first week of February. I was picking up a check the first week of March. So less than 30 days or whatever. So, but I don't like to put that out there because I don't want to think that's going to be everybody's experience or whatever. So.
All right, GPS to Success on YouTube said, what is your top 2 ways to disposition your deals?
You know what? I do some, I don't even think we have none of them signs in here now. For me, especially in some of the areas, a lot of times I'm in the quote unquote hood areas or whatever. So sometimes it's hard to keep consistent buyers in those areas. And, you know, in the suburbs, and so those are easy. Those are easy to get rid of. So I put out signs. I have a website, right? And I put out signs, you know, marketing that website, cheap houses for sale, and the website or whatever. So on that website, people have to sign up to be on the list or whatever. Also, and I have the properties there, have video of the property. So, you know, that just keeps a steady flow of activity on the site. So, you know, I have those signs out just like I have my We Buy Houses sign out. I have my cheap houses for sale signs out also with the website and the phone number. So, you know, that's just simple there.
All right, someone just made a statement on Instagram and they said, use your contract for the first time last week. Thank you. And then someone else used your deal later and they said it's very helpful.
Boom.
Do you do virtual wholesaling?
Well, yeah, that's what dealulator.com. That's part of one of the services that we offer when we say we get people to submit us deals. Now we're going about it probably a little different than most because of the exposure, you know, that I guess the little following that I have or whatever. So, but to answer your question, yeah.
All right, what's the best website for skip trades? And that's on TikTok. Skip2flip.com.
All right, thanks my brother for asking that question.
Oh, I just skipped over the question. Do realtors hate wholesaling?
If they're smart, they're not. They don't. But most of them probably frown on it or whatever because they don't understand it. They think it's competition. I guess technically it is or whatever. So for the most part, I'm gonna say most realtors be hating, and they can really take it to a whole nother level because the majority of the properties that you target are not going to be deals. If you're an agent and you're wholesaling, your wholesaler first and your agent second, then those properties that are not deals for wholesale deals, you automatically could turn a lot of those into listings and still get paid. They don't think, man, what is wrong with these people? That's just a no-brainer. Well, you don't get it? Damn.
All right. This one is from Anya Blitz. So they said, how many leads should a person do a day?
How many? As many as you can, but
Right.
ideally, if you have a goal, you want to do 3 to 5 deals a month, you need to be talking to 3 to 5 sellers that want an actual sale per day over a 30-day period. So do the math on that.
All right. Chief Cook said, hi, I have a question. There's a house down the street from me. I want to buy and flip, but there is no number on the house. How do I find the owner of the house?
Well, first, once you identify the address, you need to determine who owns it. You can use the county website for that normally. And then you can skip trace right on my shirt, skip to flip, call them up. Hey, aren't you selling this property? I see down the street from me or whatever. Or you can send them something in the mail, FedEx, UPS to make sure that they increase your chances of getting a response because of that specialty delivery.
We talk about this a lot. Can you explain earnest money deposit, please?
It's just basically you're putting a property on the contract, but you're giving them a little money to say, I'm serious about it. Or if I don't buy it, you keep it. That's it.
All right, this is on TikTok. In the beginning of your career, I'm guessing, what was the greatest challenge?
Well, like with anything, you know, I had a lot of information, the course I bought or whatever back then. So I went from knowing absolutely nothing about real estate to probably knowing or being at least exposed to what 99% of the people don't know or whatever. So just having that information overload, but I was fortunate that 3 things that stuck to me were I could generate leads through Bandit signs, so that means I didn't have to call people, because if I ever had to do that to start, I probably would have never closed the first deal. Now you wouldn't be watching me right now. You might be watching me on something else or whatever, but hopefully it'll be good. But I wouldn't have never closed it. So, I was like, wow, I can just put out these signs and people call me and say they got a house for sale. That's like, because I had already tried some business before. I just know how it is to drum up business, drum up sales or whatever, or transactions. And so that stuck to me immediately. And then wholesaling in itself, you literally can be broke and start making money in this. That stuck to me. Then lease options was the other thing. So I don't even remember what the question was. I hope I answered.
All right, this is on Instagram. They said, I found an owner-occupied property, but the property is falling apart, and I'm guessing they can't get in touch with the owner.
Owner-occupied property?
Yes. I guess they got some missing on this question.
If they say it's an owner-occupied property, you can't get in touch with the owner, they live there.
They said something about nowhere skip tracing.
Maybe they meant non-owner-occupied.
Owner-occupied.
Well, if you have the address and the name, you can't find a phone number for them. Again, send them something in FedEx or UPS. Increase your chances of the
I think they said they
read.
tried skip tracing.
Okay.
And they couldn't find it.
Well, yeah, send them something in the mail. Send it FedEx or UPS.
Okay. What things are you using your VA for?
He's mostly handling the text message and the comps one-on-one right now.
All right, this one is GPS to success again. They said when a house is vacant and you need a buyer to walk it, how do you get access inside the property if it's boarded up and no key? Should I have my seller mail a key or get a key made?
Well, yeah, the seller needs to at least tell you how to access it, especially if they're out of town or whatever. So they may have to mail a copy of the key, and then your buyer's going to have to take a power drill with them, or a hammer, or a crowbar to unboard it. So.
All right, this one's from
you do it.
This is from Derek Miller. How can you get the owner numbers to property? Is it free or do you have to pay for it?
Well, there's some free services out there. Free site like True People Search, White Pages. They'll give you some numbers. But if you don't, it's on my T-shirt.
Period. Let's see. I think I asked this one. I can't remember. Is this true? PropStream and title companies are a good source to find cash buyers. Is that true?
Yes. See.
Okay. Let's see.
Talk
This one came from Shelby. She said, "Hi Ty, I'm from West Palm Beach, Florida, and I have a property that just got on the market, and it's sale by owner. If I send you the address to see if it's a deal, I'm a newbie needing help."
You can submit it to Comps 101. We can tell you what the ARV is on it. Then you can use the calculator from there to see if it's a deal. The calculator on dealator.com. You can submit that to Comps 101 for us to comp it for free as of now.
All right, this is on Instagram. Do you think putting a sign on your car, "We buy houses," is a good idea? I see that you have it on your car. Have you gotten any deals from your car?
I can't actually contribute an actual deal from that. I've gotten people to call for sure or whatever. But what it does for me also, it helps break the ice when you show up with a seller. From what they know you're a little bit more serious than maybe the next guy or whatever. I'm saying that makes me better. I'm just saying. But it's only going to probably take one deal for it to pay for the car and the sign itself or whatever. So, but definitely I'm going to always side on that. Always be marketing. Always be marketing.
All right, this is on TikTok. Do you have a course for wholesaling?
Yeah, you can go to flipman.net. You can go to flipman.net and just tap the logo, Flipman logo, and that video will, that'll take you over to the product page. Yeah.
All right. I want to say hello, guys. How many times should I text a campaign?
Exalted, until you have to put everybody on the DNC or not interested. I'm not interested. Not interested. So anyway, yeah, just most definitely.
All right, this is on TikTok. What's the best way to find pre-foreclosure homes?
At least 2 or 3 times, I'm sorry, on that list, on that campaign list. What's the best place to find pre-foreclosure homes?
Mm-hmm.
You can do it, use Zillow. They'll pull up pre-foreclosure some, or whatever. That's a free way. A paid way would be diglater.com, aka PropStream. You can pull a list that way also, if you want to go down that rabbit hole.
All right, this one is from Ron Rocca. He said, I just wanted to say thanks for the patience to read and answer all the questions, also the willingness to help out.
Thank you, sir, for taking your valuable time out to consume this content. Hopefully you can gain something for it to make you some money, some bread, some BR bread.
All right. This one's from Lexus Growth. She said, I live in a small southern city, which is becoming popular because of a casino
Which one?
coming.
Which
Right.
one? Which one I might have been to?
She said the houses are old mansions or brick. I'm not sure if it's a good area to wholesale. What do you recommend?
Hey, please tell me, what's her name? Lexus?
Mhm.
Lexus?
I think so.
Please tell me where you're at. I've probably been there.
I caught it.
Yeah, it's a small town though still can be difficult. Now, if you're down on the Gulf Coast in Biloxi or Gulfport, one of those cities, maybe a little different. You know what I'm saying? But if you're in Philadelphia, I'm just using Mississippi casinos as an example. Philadelphia or Tunica or Vicksburg. What am I missing?
One in Arkansas.
It's some in Arkansas too. So you have to, yeah. But if she tell me, I'll be interested to know what she was talking about. But it's just a little harder in smaller towns. Period.
Kentucky, technically the South.
Yes. Yes. In the Southeastern Conference.
All right.
Not that make it. Yeah, but it's South. It's below the Mason-Dixon line, I think. I know she probably knows.
All right. This is on Instagram. When and how do the owner get the earnest money deposit?
Well, technically, you shouldn't put it in their hand. I have done it, but I don't advise you doing that because normally, but it might be $10, might be $100, or whatever. But normally, what you want to do is, let a title company or closing attorney hold those.
All right. This person just made a statement. Ty changed my life with the wholesaling course. Thanks a million. Now moving on from wholesaling to buy and hold.
Oh, that's what's up. You change your life.
Oh, buy and hold.
Yeah,
I did not hear that.
Oh.
Yeah, you change your life. I just maybe gave you provided some tools and some information that you took action on. But you change your life. I just provide a little information to help you do it. So.
Mine just gone.
Yeah.
You ever come to LA, Ty?
Yeah, I got a couple of cats that I deal with out there. I was out there 2 years ago. Might not even quite been 2 years. I flew to LA and went to Riverside to holler at my man Chris, the Shark or whatever. So.
All right, this one says, thank you, Ty, for your wealth of info. Does the title company create the HUD form when it's time to close, or do I handle that? And how?
Yeah, the HUD. No, the HUD handles the title company. That's their job. They prepare, they prepare the closing. So they handle all of those documents. The HUD 1 statement is what basically like an invoice telling who's paying what, who's receiving what.
All right. D. Mays said, would ARV be different for a fire damaged property than a regular distressed property?
It's still just repairs. It just normally a lot of times with fire damage, it's extensive repairs. The numbers still just have to work. You'll come up with an actual a repair estimate because it is fire, and the numbers still have to work.
All right. She Doing It on YouTube said, what's the difference between Dealulator and PropStream? Nothing.
She Doing It. The way I explained it yesterday was Dealulator is basically Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
And we sell Walmart. They really don't have their own brand. They may have a few things in them, but they're selling other companies' products. And so they're partnered with them in a sense. So that's the same thing with DigiLater. So DigiLater is partnered with PropStream and Batch Leads and Skip to Flip, so we sell their products or whatever, at least we offer them. So that's what it
Gotcha.
is.
All
I would
right.
love for you to go there and sign up through DigiLater.com, darling.
Joseph said, what times of the day do you recommend to make cold calls?
Well, what I've been told by the experts is 4:30 to 6:30 is ideal, Tuesday through Thursday, but all days, all time frames, but I guess from maybe 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday is game. So, but if you just a specified time frame or whatever, so.
right.
Selena, wow. Whew.
All right, this is on Instagram. It's houses on the market selling right now.
Yeah, it's hot as fire. Yes.
Okay, do you know any buyers in Ohio? This is on TikTok.
Yeah, let's get it. As long as you're in one of the larger cities, Cincinnati, Cleveland, Columbus, I guess Toledo. I don't know what the others are, but I know those are fairly large cities. So.
All right, what's the most you ever paid for repairs?
I don't know. I have no idea because I don't do a lot of flips. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
All right, this is on Instagram with a $500 budget. How would you market that? What list would you use?
YouTube search. You see on my shirt, skip to flip, but YouTube search, text to flip, using the same format, but text to flip.
All right, this is on TikTok. Do title companies have different closing costs? If so, how would I find out?
Yeah, they may vary $100 one way or the other. You just have to call them, ask them.
All right, this one's from Dorinda Bowes on YouTube. She said, hi, Flipman. How do I go about wholesaling a property that's owned by the city in which I live?
You have to find out what's their process. It might not be as simple as being able to wholesale those, depending on how they handle their transaction, their closing process. They may want to control too much of it in order for you to close. So you have to understand their closing process to be able to purchase a property from that municipality.
All right, Red Sauna Productions said, do you recommend double closing at the title company?
Well, I don't ever do it, so it's up to you. I just do assignments. I don't see a reason to do a double close personally. So.
All right, this is from Roland Hamilton from YouTube. He said, I have a seller that wants to sell and needs a full rehab. He also has a mortgage on it. His family doesn't know he's looking to sell and wants to keep quiet. Any tips on how I can best help him?
All right, so just explain to me what he has going on here.
So basically, he has a seller that's trying to sell his house. The house needs a full rehab. He still has a mortgage on it. And he doesn't want his family to know that he's trying to sell it. What should she do?
Who is his family? Like a brother, sister, wife, or whatever?
I don't know. He didn't specify.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. If they don't have to be involved and they don't live there or live near there, it shouldn't be an issue or whatever. So, and he has the sole right to sell it, So, other than that, if they have to sign off on it, ain't no way around them not knowing. There's no way around it.
Okay, this one says, does anyone know where I can get California specific P&S and assignment agreements? I say this because California is a lot different with laws than most states.
No, that's BS. I have tons of people using my contract in California. Stop making excuses. Use the contract. You can literally write up a contract on the kitchen table or the hood of someone's car or whatever. Contract works in California. I know that if I don't know anything else.
All right, this is on Instagram. I'm here in Riverside with Chris the Shark. What is that?
That's somebody's name. That's their flip man. That's his name, Chris the
Oh,
Shark.
okay.
Yeah.
He's okay. He said he's 20 minutes away from me. Do you think it's a good place to wholesale? Is that a good area?
Yeah, Riverside. Chris makes a unbelievable living up there. Yeah.
Oh, okay. If I buy your course, am I guaranteed to make money? Because
Nope.
I can.
Nope. Nope. If you go buy a bucket and some paint, that wall ain't guaranteed to be painted if you don't paint it. you're the guarantee. The course, my time are only tools that have to be used. But if they're not used, how can I guarantee you're gonna make money? When somebody say, "Oh, you're gonna guarantee to make money," so that means you're gonna make money whether you do anything or not. No. Yeah, you're the guarantee. I'm just, my information and time is just tools.
All right. Do you think California is a hot spot, or
Yes.
should I look somewhere else?
Yes.
All right, this one came from Maddie G on YouTube. Does pending on prop stream mean that it's under contract?
Normally, yeah, and normally that's what it means.
Okay. That guy who was asking about the house, he said all the family and in-laws live with him. I don't know how you're gonna keep it a secret, though.
Wow. But again, is the house in his name? Do they have to sign off on it? But if they live, dang.
He tired of
Oh
them.
my.
It's giving shady.
So, wow.
Yeah.
So if they live there, you're gonna have to show the property. You could probably get around that, say, the insurance man or whatever. But anyway,
they're gonna be mighty upset
but again,
when it's time to
is
leave.
he the only one that has to make a decision on it? Yeah, it can be done. Now getting them out of there may be an issue or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be an extremely good deal, because once they find out they got to go, they may do some stuff to that house that ain't the condition you bought it in. Yeah. So
Oh yeah, people got to maybe walk through and see it.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying that's what I'm talking about.
I ain't even thinking about that.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know about that one. Do you want that stress in your life? Okay. He also asked another question. How do you come up with offers when the property is a tear down? Am I offering a percentage of the land? That's a good question.
That's so subjective, man. Again, normally when if they're not building houses in that area or tear down, the lot may be worth $500 or whatever. So that's not enough information. It's just too much more that has to go into that.
All right. This one came from that girl with the hair on YouTube. She said, if I'm interested in the house already under foreclosure or auction, do I have to reach out to the lender to try to purchase the home, or can I still skip trace the owner to try to work a deal out?
If it hasn't
Like
actually been foreclosed on, that's a pre-foreclosure.
Yeah.
So the owner still has say so up to a certain point. Did the person that was in Mississippi, about the casino, did she ever say what she was at? Okay.
All right, this is on Instagram. How many properties do you have, and how do you decide to keep them or to sell them?
None outside of where I live. I've done it before. Residential, I'm not interested in keeping none of that or whatever. If anything commercial.
All right, when closing, they're laughing while they saying this, but when closing and the seller wants, when closing and the seller see you are making 50 to 100K, what do you tell the seller that is?
Nothing.
No?
Be blessed.
Be blessed. What they made? You know what I'm saying? They ain't up there just signing. They made some money too. In most cases, nothing.
Now, what if they made 20?
Okay.
They are happy.
Are you happy with that 20?
You happy with that?
Yeah. Man. Absolutely nothing.
All right. This one is from Frost Fiction Live. He said, once you have a seller ready to sign the contract, how do you recommend we send the contract online or paper copy? And then do we need to get the contract notarized? No, you don't need to be notarized. Send it through email using DocuSign. Yeah. This one's from Maddie G again. She said, I have a potential deal, but it's been unpaid. Maybe you paid for a minimum 5 years.
I guess you mean the taxes.
Yeah. Unpaid. Then she said it's not in foreclosure yet, but how would you approach this?
Well, I guess she might mean the payment. I don't know what she means. If you're dealing with the owners, they still gonna have to reach out to the lender to get a payoff. So you need to know what the payoff amount is before you go down that rabbit hole, because they may still owe more than what makes sense.
So it might want to run the numbers.
Yeah, still gonna boil down to the numbers.
Kia Vils from YouTube said, when talking to a seller, do you tell them that you're a wholesaler?
Nope.
No. What type of questions will a seller ask the wholesaler?
Well, they may ask you how your business run or whatever. They can ask all kind of questions. But you buy houses as is, cash. You close in 2, 3, 4 weeks. You pay all closing costs minus any unpaid taxes, mortgages, or liens. That basically answers all of that question.
All right. Jasmine, I see you in the chat, but I can't add you until it says device is not connected. Let's see. That girl with the hair, she didn't hear the answer to her question. I'm gonna go back up and read it. She said, if I'm interested in a house already under foreclosure or it's at auction, do I still reach out to the lender to purchase the home, or can I still skip trace it?
No, you reach out to the owner if it hasn't been foreclosed on. It's a pre-foreclosure. Hopefully, there's still enough time to remedy it, and hopefully there's enough equity there that you don't have to try to go through a short sale process or whatever. So.
Okay, and I'm about to add Jasmine to the chat, to the stream. Wait, let me take this.
Where you at, Jazz?
Hey.
Oh, you don't want to get on the screen. What's up, Jazz? Where you streaming from?
Virginia.
What part of Virginia?
Norfolk.
Okay, there you go. All right, so what we got? What's going on?
So I am a newbie. Okay. And I get everything except for how to calculate the ARV.
Okay. ARV, after repair value, basically what would the house appraise for in excellent condition? All right, so there's a series of steps you go through. You're basically taking the same approach or a similar approach, not as detailed, obviously, as an appraiser. And what they do, they basically go out and compare like houses that are sold within a certain time frame, within a certain distance of that house. And so if you YouTube search Flipman comp like a pro, and then Flipman free calculator, those two videos will get you going in the right direction on that.
Okay, thank you.
All right, no problem at all. Glad you joined us.
You got more?
All right, guys, we've been rocking and rolling for an hour, I think. Really appreciate everyone. So hammer that like button. Share this with people you think that may need a little financial freedom. If you want to submit your property to get it comped, want to know what the ARV is, you can submit it to comps101.com. If you want the CRM to manage your leads, create follow-up, more deals, more checks in your pocket, YouTube search Flipman CRM. Want a free copy of the contract that I've been using since 2003. YouTube search Flipman 2021 contract. Also, if you want to partner with me 50-50, you need a cash buyer because you have a property under contract. It's a great deal. You're dealing directly with the owner and it's off market. My definition of off market is if I Google the address, it's not for sale anywhere on the internet. So if you're on TikTok, follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok. You got questions, you can post them in the comment section of any of my YouTube videos. I answer those on a daily basis. So you literally have no excuses. You have no excuses. And you have nothing to lose when the knowledge and training is free. Yeah.
Flipman. It's the Flipman. You want some money in your hand? Flipping houses without credit or your cash. Yeah, that.